Funny name, great guitar parts. Hey everybody, Jace Allen here. Welcome back to the channel. So you've probably heard of the name Guyker when it comes to guitar components, parts, tuners, bridges, pickups, all that type of stuff. The folks at Guyker reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in a sponsored video. So I said, sure, why not? We'll give it a try. And so they sent me a Tune-O-Matic bridge, which is the bridge system for a Les Paul style guitar. I'm not building any guitars at the moment, so I don't really have a guitar to put this brand new bridge system in. So I decided I would just do a demonstration and retrofit my Gibson SG with this bridge just to see if it fits and how it works out. So let's get to it. Okay, here I am out in the shop. Got my Gibson SG here. Now, let me preface this by saying you probably would never need to replace the bridge system in your Gibson SG, but I don't have a build going on right now, so I'm going to sort of test this out just as an example of their parts and how they fit an existing guitar, because they're made to fit these guitars. So here's the part right here. This is the bridge with the saddles. So these are roller saddles. They have little tiny wheels in them, and they're adjustable just like a regular LP or Les Paul style bridge. Then it's got the tail piece here, which is where your strings go in. And then it comes with, the posts. These would be for the tail piece here. So they go in there, and that holds that in. And then they also come with the bushing that goes down into the guitar itself. I won't be putting those in. We're just going to put the sort of that post, that screw-in post, in the bushings that are already in here, because I don't really want to take those out of my guitar. And then it comes with these adjustable screws here. This is for the bridge, so you can raise the bridge with the saddles on it up or down. And that also comes with the bushing that goes down into the guitar itself, but we're just going to use the post and see if it actually will screw into the existing bushings on the guitar. So the first thing we will do, obviously, is need to take off the strings. I kind of wanted to replace the strings on this guitar anyway, because these are the strings that came on it, and I haven't replaced them. So we'll just cut these off. A little bit of glue or something on the fretboard there. I never noticed that before. Okay, so there's the strings in the trash. Okay, and then this gives me an opportunity to finish taking the plastic off of the pickguard. So as you can see, that's the old bridge, and it doesn't have the rollers on it. It's just a saddle, adjustable saddle with the notches for the strings. And just a cast. I don't know if this is aluminum. Feels like it might be aluminum with chrome plating. And then these are the posts that I talked about, these here, that just allow you to raise and lower the bridge. Now we'll see if these are compatible with the new ones, so that we don't have to, and yes they are. So they're easy, so it's easy to retrofit your existing guitar, at least this one is. So those fit right on there. And then we'll take these out also. So then you just pull these existing, holy cow, posts out. I have seen some instances where an existing bridge had cracked in the middle. And like I said, these feel like they're aluminum. And these do not fit. Okay, so the posts that came with the new bridge are a different thread pattern. It looks like, yeah, the old screws don't fit, so I can't use the ones that came with it, but that's fine. I'll use my existing ones. Okay, so then that does fit. The new replacement does fit on the old, the old posts, the old hardware there. And let's see, we'll see if this fits. So obviously I'm going to have to adjust the intonation on this. And that does fit as well. Nice. Okay, so now string it up and keep your old hardware. Definitely don't want to get rid of that. Okay. And I think that the rollers are designed to increase tuning stability. And then one thing I'm noticing is that the old bridge, the adjustment screws you adjust them from the back, which I'm not sure how you would get to them with the bridge in the way unless it sets up high enough. So let's just see here. Oh yeah, that'll sit up high enough. So I guess we can adjust it from the back. Okay. And the screws on these, I think, are designed to adjust up and down. It seemed to me that the angle of the strings going into the old bridge was pretty severe. But I guess if you have to have them down a ways to get to the back of the screws to adjust them. But I don't know if the string would be in the way, but we'll try it out. We'll do it the way it was. I mean, this is the way the old bridge was. So I've seen them both ways. I've seen them with the screws to the back and the screws to the front. I think my Les Paul has the screws facing the front, but this one seems to be facing the back. So I don't know. But you can always move the bridge. Just loosen the strings up and move that bridge. All right, so we'll put our strings in and tune it up. Okay, so now got the strings on. I'm going to adjust the string height at the 12th fret. We want it to be right about 2 millimeters, so we can use the screw in the top to adjust that up or down. And that's right about 2. And then the high E, we want 1.75 or thereabouts. So that's got to come down also. So we'll just turn that. It's a little low there. Let's back it up a little bit. There we go. And as you can see, the strings are on the little wheels there, and we'll have to adjust the intonation by adjusting these screws that move that saddle back and forth. So we'll get our guitar tuner. So yeah, there you go. Seems to fit good in there. Definitely was a one-to-one fit with the old hardware. So if you ever have an issue with your guitar or restoring a guitar that maybe the hardware was really corroded or whatever. So there you go. That's really nice looking hardware there. All right, so let's take this downstairs and look up the specs on this Guyker hardware so that you know exactly what I replaced this with. Okay, so what we have here is this model here. This is the Guyker GS001 and the GM015. It's called the Titanium Tune-O-Matic Bridge plus stop bar tailpiece with anchors and studs for LP and SG guitars. Scroll through the pictures here, and this is exactly what we have, and it seems to be one-in-one fit to the SG. So the listing for this calls it titanium, so I'm assuming it's actual titanium. But, because they're $260 for the set, maybe it is titanium. So supposedly this will offer better tuning stability because the string moves freely across those little wheels there on the bridge, keeps the string from binding up. So yeah, we'll see if that helps. I did have some tuning issues with this guitar at my last gig with the stock hardware in it. So we'll see if that helps. So there you go. Check them out, Guyker. They've got all kinds of guitar parts. So if you're into building guitars, modding guitars, or restoring guitars, they've got all kinds of parts from pots and switches and wiring harnesses to locking tuners and bone nuts and knobs, all the things that you need to build or to modify your guitar. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm Jason. We'll see you next time.